Our anime store is now live. Go to otakuden.net to find the calendar collection, chibi collection, and the gamer collection. It's limited in stock, so place your orders now. Time for the confessions under the cherry blossom tree and some high school moments of love. Here are 10 new high school romance anime you must watch. Let's go. Number 10, Okitsura.
これお礼に。
別にいいのに、いつでも教えるさ。ありがとう。
If you're tired of the romance high school drama happening in the city, move into the sweet, sweet countryside. This is about Teruaki Nakamura, who visits the city of Okinawa and falls in love with the sweet Hina-san. But her accent's hard to understand, so he seeks help from a fellow girl called Kanahiga. But it turns out Kana likes him too. So we got some love triangles going on here.
ああ、比嘉さんの加盟攻撃は遅れてきたね。
Honestly, this is all about some countryside romance with some cute girls thrown in. It's like Hokkaido gals, but instead of gals in the snow, we've got tan girls in the countryside. Last time I watched with countryside vibe and the same color palette was summertime rendering, but don't worry, this isn't going to be as brutal as that one. Number 9, Makine, Too Many Losing Heroines.
でもね、無理やり周りが進んじゃうから、こっちも進むしかなくなっちゃうの。
あれ、振られたことないからよくわからないな。
If you can't find love, then find a person who was rejected. Sometimes it can work. This follows the story of Kazuhiko Nukumizu, a socially awkward guy who mostly keeps to himself. That changes when he sees Anna Yanami get dumped by her childhood friend. He steps in to help her out, trying to be the good guy, but this act of kindness ends up making Anna, and a few other girls, start to like him. The lesson? Help people through breakups, and karma might just reward you with an entire harem.
さっきから何の話してるのかな。こまりちゃんが連絡してきて、ぬくみずくんがイケメンの不良に絡まれてるとか。
I think this was a sleeper hit of last season. It's got some nice comedic moments, the characters were pretty great, and even though the whole helping the rejected girl thing was done to death, this anime has still managed to spit it up like a fresh concept. I know it's more of a harem type anime, but come on, you won't be disappointed. Number 8, The Foolish Angel Dances with the Devil.
良い働き10回につき1度我を抱っこできるというのはほれ試してみるか
何言ってんだてめえ。
冗談じゃん
If you want that badass boy who can't read the situation and the wholesome girl trope mixed in, then this is pretty much the best anime when it comes to it. And what's nice is how this happens in high school. So, what's the story? A demon sent on a mission to a human high school. His task? Recruit a bunch of clueless teenagers to take down some angels. Easy enough, right? But then he ends up sitting next to the gorgeous Lily Amane. Will he ditch his mission for the lovely Lily?
何か食べに行くかおごってやるぞ働いたご褒美じゃ
Foolish Angel Dances with the Devil is one of those animes that blends heartwarming moments with classic supernatural themes perfectly. On one side, you've got the whole angel versus demon drama, and on the other, you've got a sweet romance between the pure-hearted girl, a guy with some serious demon baggage, and trust me, these elements work together beautifully. Number 7, Madaka Kurowa is impervious to my charms.
何その格好。
これは文化祭の仕事の一環というか最悪
Time for the popular girl and the temple boy. This time, the girl has all the charm, but the boy couldn't care less. Meet Mona, the cutest girl in school. Everyone adores her, but her heart is set on someone unexpected. Madaka Kurowa. What's the twist? Madaka isn't falling for her charms at all. Why? Well, he grew up in the temple and sees cute girls like Mona as dangerous as ticking time bombs.
からおとなしく落ちてくれメダ
心臓滅却。
We've already a couple of episodes in, and I'm loving the show so far. This time, the girl is the forward one, and the guy acts like a tsundere. And come on, don't blame him. He was raised in a temple. But it's nice to see the trope switched once in a while. It really makes this anime unique. Number 6, a harem is indecipherable.
朝自分で直そうとしたけどうまくいかなくて
そうなんだ。じゃあ後で直そう。
Enough about the popular girl, it's time for the silent, indecipherable girl. This whole show revolves around the growing relationship between Matsuboshi Raido and Riena Aharon. At first, Raido thinks Aharon is the silent girl at school who wants to mind her own business until he drops an eraser near her. So the moral of the story is how erasers can help you find love.
アハレンさん
ライドウ君と離れた席になるの少し寂しい。
Jokes aside, this show does the whole cute girls do weird things vibe really well. Everything from Aharon's character design to the anime's direction feels wholesome, and the comedy gets automatically generated when Aharon is forced to do things she's not comfortable with, or when she does some weird things that normal people don't do. Actually, it's more about indecipherable girls doing indecipherable things type of anime. Number 5, A Couple of Cuckoos.
っていうかこの女そもそも本当に金持ちのお嬢様なのかめっちゃいい匂い
Once again, Japan managed to come up with the crazy anime premise. The story is about Nagi Umino and Erika Amano, two characters who were switched at birth. When Nagi finds out, he decides to meet his biological parents but ends up crossing paths with Erika. She asks him to pretend to be her boyfriend and, surprise, her parents are on board with it. In fact, they think the perfect solution to the hospital mix-up is to marry Nagi and Erika.
だってこれが一番仲良さそうだし、なんだか笑っちゃうでしょ。
Yeah, it's one of those anime premises where realism flies out the window and onto Mars. But I think I enjoy this anime. No, it's not going to be the next Toradora or be a groundbreaking romance anime, but it's going to be a fun, guilty pleasure show about another tsundere the guy cannot understand. Season 2's coming this year, so this is the perfect time to start watching the first season. Number 4, The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. This is an anime coming out next season, but its manga is so good, you should add it to your watch list. This is more like the modern version of Romeo and Juliet, but involving high schools. The anime is set in 2 high schools. One's an all-boys school full of troublemakers, and the other's an all-girls school where rich families send their daughters. You can probably guess what happens when a guy from one school falls for a girl from the other. I've read the manga version of this, and it is amazing. Most romance manga coming out pull out the same generic romance story one after the other, but this is one actually that puts effort into the story and develops its characters. And the emotional moments hit at the sweet spot. It's got that whole bad boy meets sweet girl thing going on, and it does it right. Number 3, The 100 Girlfriends Who Really, Really, Really Love You.
バカなのかルール分かってねえじゃん
今バカって言ったやつ名乗りだろそっちの方から聞こえたぞ心の底からしてないと思うだよどうした名乗りだろ
Trust me, these girls are absolutely, completely, totally head over heels for him. And yes, I said girls, because this guy somehow ends up dating 100 of them and lives to talk about it. Back in middle school, he got rejected so much that the god of love actually showed up, rewired the love algorithm, and now he has 100 girlfriends. Ever since he started at his new high school, he's been getting a new girlfriend practically every day.
まだ会ったばかりなのに気持ち悪いよね
気持ち悪くて駅から何から逆流しそうだけどもったいないから飲んであげるわよ
Now, the biggest question is, how does this story handle 100 girls? Well, the manga's only hit around 30 so far, so your guess is as good as mine. But it's not a super serious story. It's a hilarious mix of comedy and harem antics with tons of references to popular manga and anime. If you're in the mood for a good laugh, you should definitely check it out. Number 2, Honey Lemon Soda.
変わらなきゃって気を張りすぎてプレッシャーになって逆に呪いをかけてるみたい
三浦君なぜ図書室に
This list would be empty without a good shoujo anime. This story is about Uka Ishamori, a shy and quiet girl. She's super innocent and struggles a lot with social anxiety. But what happens when she decides to enroll in a school to change herself and ends up crushing on the guy sitting next to her?
ほら言えよ昨日のこと誰かに言えよ助けてって
誰に
Here's the twist. These two already share a little backstory. That same guy is the one who encouraged Uka to join the school in the first place. Besides the adorable romance, you'll also see some serious character growth for Uka, kinda like in Tomozaki-kun. I only managed to watch the first 2 episodes, and I really like them. I think it's gonna be one of those good shoujo anime, so I'll keep an eye out. Number 1, The Dangers in My Heart.
今日って呼んでいい
At first I thought this would be way too cringy, but I watched the first season, then the second, and now it's one of my favorite romance anime of all time. This is about Yamada, a guy who's more dangerous thoughts than your average school shooter, but when he meets Anna Yamada, his thoughts start to change. Or it's more like he starts to fall in love.
まああんまり参考にならんな。
Like I said, when season 1 first dropped, I almost skipped it because the plot sounded something like I'd seen a million times, but it kept surprising me again and again. The emotional moments hit perfectly. The character development is subtle but totally there, and even the animation and soundtracks got a major glow up in season 2. If you love a wholesome high school romance anime you watch with a box of chocolates, then this is the show for you.